JQ coming in with episode number 3 of Use All the Things. We still have this pesky little basket here, but I've been thinking of things and I think I have a couple plans to use a few of the items. I'm also going to be playing along with Mercy Tiara's alphabet challenge. If you've never checked that out, it's crazy fun, and you try and use as many things on this giant list of alphabets. And also going with trying to use up things, I have these 2 sets of alphas that I've had forever that I'm going to use to make my title. So I figured we would start breaking into those as well. And then also, to use all the things, I still have my cute little popsicle banner kit from my Creative Cuts Club that I really want to get into. And then I went through my stash and found just what I have, little bits left over of some old kits. So I have some little scraps of paper here. So I'm going to try and use these papers and create a background with some mixed media and create a cute page about my son at the lake with his aunties on just a random summer day. So let's see how this goes. I like that my new thing is let's see how this goes, because I really don't know how it's gonna go. But first, and I apologize once again for this going up kind of late. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of this certain virus stuff is just running amok and causing problems in my life. No, but I think I'm just gonna start planning on this being on Sundays, because apparently that's when I'm posting it. But first of all, what I'm doing is I decided that I am going to start getting this popsicle banner ready. And so I found the biggest alphas I had, and I'm using the U to kind of trace that shape of popsicles. Now mine don't come out the most perfectly looking, smooth or straight edges by any means, but they're adorable. So Christina put this in our Creative Cuts Club kit, I believe for, I want to say September. It was August or September, I can't remember at the top of my head, but it's like literally the last thing I have for that month's kit that I hadn't done yet. And I just hadn't found the right page to do it on. And then being on the design team for Paper Issues, I started doing a lot of that stuff more, so I just kind of forgot about it. But basically, you just trace, that shape, a popsicle shape, and these are paint swatches. And so you get the 3 different colors, and it's fantastic. And they turn out cute, and she included these this cute little popsicle sticks that we broke in half. And then Magic of YouTube, I made them all cut and glued together. And then I wanted to use up some of these sequins as well. So I'm just going to put some sequins on like one of each color and in a different spot on each one. So I'm not going to do a ton because I don't want it to be super sparkly, but just enough that you get a hint of it, just to add a little interest to the popsicles. And I kind of plan on just doing the popsicle banner across the top of my page. I don't really have a super huge plan yet. At this point I was thinking, what if I even ditch it? I don't even know, so we'll see. But it does get on the page. It might seem a little forced. The page ends up crazy, colorful, fun. I love it. But yeah, I don't know. The popsicles mean summer. I mean, it works. So I did all the sequins and glued them on to those. I'm not making you watch a lot of the stuff. This whole process took me like 2+ hours. So I cut a lot out of here, just with drying times and waiting for things and trying to cut things. And probably less than 2 hours, but yeah, I cut a lot out. So now, at first I was going to start doing my photos and trimming them down and things, and then I realized, oh yeah, I was going to do a mixed media background, and so I wanted to get in some of the things that's on the Mercy Tiara list. So here I go, starting with, I decided acrylic was A. So I'm like, yep, we're going to get some acrylic paint on, and I get out this, I don't remember what color it is, but something to do with China. And let me go find it. Hold on. Victorian blue. That's close to China, right? I was thinking like China as in like nice china dishware. So Victorian, that fits. So it's called Victorian Blue. And X is having an X on your page. So I thought, why not do my mixed media in the shape of an X? And so I have kind of corners poking out. So I watered down the acrylic paint on my stamping block and I just smeared it. The smearing is the technical term. I smeared it in an X, and then I also will kind of go around the edges, like inking the edges like you would with ink. Popping. I'm going to try to keep popping up what part of the list I'm using as I go. So if I forget something, I am sorry. Oh, and I did already use sequins, so I'll make sure that was in there in the beginning. All right, background is drying, and now we will go start cropping photos. And also right there, I have a zoomed in photo. That is Z. Just trucking along with all my things in the alphabet, trying to get as many points as possible. So I decided I was going to try and use both those library cards, but the red, I end up using no red in my whole layout, so I end up ditching the red one and just doing the yellow one. I really like the way that turned out. But I have all these little scraps, so my plan is just fun layers. Lots and lots of fun layers. And so that is what I'm going to do. I really like the way these photos kind of hang out on top of each other. So I'm going to do that. Popped up the middle one on foam. And I'm just going to start layering. I have just some that are strips already. I cut this striped paper in half thinking I could expand it and cheat, and then I end up not even using it. But I'm just going to start layering behind, and nothing ends up straight. I'm going to tell you that right now. Nothing ends up straight. So I'm going to do lots and lots of layering. And I don't remember what most of the stuff is from, what collections. I know one was like an old jelly bean soup. And the other ones, I'm not even sure. Maybe like Fancy Pants or something. Echo Park, I don't even know. They're old. They're all old. They're from old kits from like 2011, 2013, around there. So, yeah, I'm just going to layer up. Layer up. I liked a little bit of solid, so I decided to pop that up. And then craft was an item. And I didn't want it to look so bland, so I used my notebook punch, and a punch was also an item to jazz up the craft. Otherwise, getting those items on, I'm still layering up. I don't believe I add any more items that are on the list at the moment. I will pretty soon, but I really liked this blue and white heart strip, so I'm just going to kind of layer that over the photo. Like that little element, and I have one puffy sticker left that I will end up putting on there. What am I doing right now? Oh, I'm just trying to make that rainbow stripe work, which it does not. I ditch it. I do end up taking this text paper and cutting it into like a banner or like flag, and then I realized my yellow, even though in the beginning when I was laying it behind my photos was perfect, well now I've added all this other stuff, so I need to kind of cheat and extend it, so I'm going to do that and glue those down. I tried to speed this part up like 6 times, I think, so it went really fast. Otherwise, like when I was watching it real time, I felt like I was putzing along. There, and then I got all my layers, and yep, still trying to work with that rainbow stripe, and I ultimately decided, nope, I don't need it. Anything else I want on there? Decide, nope, I'm just going to add that stuff all back to the bucket, which will go into a different bucket for now. All right, back to the background. Now we're going to add some more items from the background. So another thing was ink and mists, and I'm gonna do both of those. Right now I am just getting ready this like texture stamp I got in my kit. I believe it's part of, I want to say a Bella Boulevard set. I might be wrong. That I got in my paper issues kit, and I'm using some spruced. Is that what I did? Green spruce, something like that, or did I use? No, I used pink fresh ink, didn't I? And I'm just adding that texture stamp kind of in the corners of where my giant collage of layers is gonna pop out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some cotton candy shimmers spritz. So that is my mists. Oh, gotta check off the list though. I had to make sure I was keeping track of what I was doing. I forgot I looked through my swatch book first before I add the mist. So I told you I was using mist before I actually used it, but I will. Here it comes. Really fast. Not sure what I'm doing and why I'm not just getting it done. Oh, I'm checking out my Nuvo. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to add Nuvo at the end because I figured if I'm looking at my swatch book for my mist, I'll pick out my Nuvo right now too. So, all right, now finally doing some cotton candy mist splatters. Ta-da! All right, so now I'm letting that dry again. And this is where I believe I'm going to finally start, put my puffy sticker down. So that is a word sticker also on the list. And I'm going to start playing with my popsicle banner and making the lovely popsicle banner. Ooh, and add this lovely, oh, and I grab a flare that I'll add as well later, but I won't mention it until I do it. So here I am doing my popsicle banner, and I have twine. And so, I brought my layout back and I put all my layers on so I can start. So I started kind of adhering together. I just used glue dots, and I kind of used the glue dot on the back to then shove the twine on the back of each little popsicle. And I'm going to have 3 on each side. I'm just kind of gluing, and then I will glue down. And I added, I had this cute little rainbow charm I randomly found when I was cleaning the other day. So I decided to add it on this layout. It was fine. It was colorful. It worked. So I just decided to add 3 on one side, 3 on the other. And here I'm going to add that flare right in the center. I use glue dot for that as well. And that flare is from, well, first of all, it says Lazy Days and Sunshine Rays, which I thought is adorable. Also part of my Creative Cuts Club. From Scrap and Happy Studio. She makes some custom ones just for the Creative Cuts Club, which is awesome. Just putting that down. There's my cute little popsicle banner, all neatly tucked in. And now I'm adding some Nuvo into the circles, just to add a little texture to that circle yellow paper. So I'm just adding a little Nuvo drop into the center of each one. I'm not sure if it makes it look like something else, but that's what I'm doing. And see, I've gotten so many items on so far. And if you count my picture, I mean, technically we're at the beach because we're at the lake. So that could be another item, but if we don't count that, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items, and I'm about to do a 13th, lucky 13, 13th item in my title. So I'm using, and here I am, crossing off my stuff. And I have, these old stickers that I'm going to put water and sun, and I'm going to use the and symbol. So those are bonus points is using symbols. And so I'm going to use the and symbol in this craft corrugated alpha. Other than that, that is it. I am just going to glue down the letters, which I don't think I make you watch I think I make you watch like 1 or 2 of them. I hope I don't make you watch that, because that would be boring. But yeah, I'm gonna glue down the alphas because they're really old and that would take a lot of time, and that is all I have for you. So thanks for watching. I hope you are playing along, and if not, go check it out. It's a Facebook group, Mercy Tiara. And yeah, thanks for watching again. See you next week.